Hi everyone, it's Emma from MK Plans and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be my plan with me for the week of September 13th through the 19th. So I haven't decided if I'm going to film the day by day or just do the base and then upload that. I do know that it will be a voiceover after I flip through the kit and kind of talk about that. I just find it so much easier to concentrate and not make mistakes when I'm not having to worry about talking, so hopefully that's okay with you guys. But so either way, you're gonna get this footage. I just don't know if it'll be the whole thing or just the base. So I am using the Feb 2021 mystery kit from Scribble Prints Co. It is the like bookshop, book cafe, spring theme, as you can see, and I have made a substitution to my foil. If you watched my September kit lineup, I had organized or pulled in hollow, but I decided to change it because I just wasn't 100%. I just thought I could do better. I have so many fun foils that I just thought that I could come up with something better, and so I've decided to pull in the heart format in lavender hollow that came as part of the August mystery. I really don't like that kit and I most likely won't be using it. If I do, I'll find another foil for it, but I most likely won't be using it. And I really like this bundle. I thought it was perfect. Although the kit isn't like, you know, hearts or Valentine's or anything like that, I just thought the hearts kind of went with the kit. I don't know, in my head. It probably makes no sense to you because I went on and on about how I didn't think Celestial went, which was the, it came with Celestial Sparkly Hollow, and I was really like, no, I don't think that goes at all, it makes no sense, and now I'm going in and pulling hearts. But to me, I just think the hearts works. The only thing that I don't super love is like the thick heart overlay, but I won't be using that anyway. I'll run through that in a second. So that's the situation. As I mentioned, it is different from my kit lineup, so I apologize for lying to you, but I literally just made that decision on the fly. So this, I'll flip through the format quickly. So it is the Ultimate kit. I always get my Scribble Prints Co mysteries in Ultimate. I buy all of my kits from her in Ultimate now. So these are the full boxes. As I mentioned, it's like spring bookshop, book cafe kind of themed, which I love. It's honestly the perfect spring kit. The colors are very spring. I really like it. I really like this girl too, which sometimes I'm not a huge fan of some of the fashion girls, but I really like this one. This full box here, I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that one. Deco, you can see the colors really well here. Just really quintessential spring. I feel like these are kind of pastel, but without being boring, washed out pastel, like which sometimes happens. So I really like these. I really like the daisy pattern and the gingham pattern. I'm not a huge fan of the star or the terrazzo. The star is the bottom washi, which I don't even know if you can see that on camera. It's very washed out. I am going to try and minimize this as much as I can. Then you've got the extra color and extra labels and then extra fashion boxes. I think I'm going to stick with the one in the kit. I might pull her in though, and I'm definitely going to pull this color in. And then we've got two extra boxes here, which I don't think I'm going to pull either of these in, and then they're just extra skin tones of the other ones. We've got extra labels and then the 15mm strip, which I am not going to be using. Then I'm pairing that, as I mentioned, with the lavender hollow heart format. So this is the format here. You get two of these pages which have the 6 overlays and then the headers. You get bougie boxes, which is my favorite thing ever. You get this page, which I'm not a fan of these icons. I really miss circle icons, but it is what it is. And then I have this overlay page, bottom washi page, sorry, that has the big hearts, which as I mentioned I'm not going to use, but I'm going to use the confetti hearts. And then I just remembered that I do have a sampler, like the premium matte sampler in Lavender Hollow, which I'll probably go and pull out so I can pull that in as well. And then I am not using that washi, that's wrong. I'm pulling in this purple sorbet washi because I just thought it was perfect because it doesn't have a foil, but it has like a holographic sheen to it, and I just thought that was the perfect match to go with this kit. So that's it for the kit and the basics. As I mentioned, I'm going to go into voiceover now, and hopefully you guys enjoy the spread. Hello, it is me. I am here to do the voiceover. I did just spend 6 minutes talking about my kit, so that's a pretty long intro, but I'm not sorry because that's my favorite thing to do, is talk about kits and foil and stickers. So if you watch this channel, there's probably a good chance that you know that, and hopefully that's what you're here for. So yeah, you get the whole 9 yards here. So first things first, I am laying down my bottom washi. As I mentioned in the intro clip, I am really, well, don't think I mentioned it, but I mentioned that I wasn't a huge fan of the bottom washi, but I am also trying to pull in my Simply Gilded because 1, I bought it, 2, it cost me a fortune, and 3, I do really like it. I just fall into the habit now of buying the 15mm strips and not even looking at bottom washi, whereas I used to pretty much not do a spread without matching a Simply Gilded. So I'm not committing to it every week, but I really am trying to bring it into as many kits as possible, and this one felt like the perfect opportunity. The sorbet washi is some of my favorite washi because you don't have to match the bow color, like there's no foil. And I know Simply Gilded is doing, I think it's this weekend when I'm filming this. I'm filming this on Friday. I'm pretty sure she's doing her Halloween release, which is more like, so red with red bows and orange with orange bows and that sort of thing, like the sorbet collection. And it kind of draws me in. I'm not so much a fan of the like color with metallic bows anymore, like foiled bows. Just not really my thing. I'm more into plain. So either the full metallic color with the white bow, like the inverted, or the other way around, the plain color with the bow, like this purple one. So I don't know. That's what I'm more into these days. I don't know what you guys are into, if you're into Simply Gilded washi at all. I know I kind of took a bit of a break, and to be honest, I'm still not super comfortable with paying 13 Australian dollars for one roll of washi, but I'd rather purchase stuff that I know I'm going to use. So we'll see. I might order this weekend. I might not. I don't know. But that washi is definitely more up my alley than some of her past stuff. So you can see the bottom washi there. I know I've kind of moved past it, but you can see it there. I put the confetti heart overlay on it, so it kind of looks like the hearts are like falling down, which I really like. I think it looks really effective. Even though it's like hearts layered on top of stars, which is in the bottom washi, I think it still looks really cool. And overall, you'll kind of see as I go along, but I'm really, really happy I decided to use the heart print. When I first saw it in the in Scribble Prints Co. August Mysteries like reveal, I was like, ugh, when am I ever going to use Lavender Hollow and hearts? Like, that's just not my thing at all. I didn't like the kit, so I'm not going to use it with the kit. Shit, what am I going to do? And then when I sat down to pick a foil for this kit, obviously I had the hollow wiggle, but I just wasn't super feeling it. So my other option was Pink Sparkle, which is one of my favorite foils, and it went really, really well with the pink. And then I got to Lavender Hollow, and I'm like, okay, hold on, this could work, because it's still like the hollow vibes, but it's pulling in the purple. And then I have 3 hollow bundles. One is Celestial, which I don't think goes. That's what came with this kit, and I took Celestial out because I didn't like it. I had this heart one, and then I had a old format star one as well. And the star format is my favourite format, but I just also didn't feel like it went with this kit, so I had the heart one, and I'm like, I don't think the heart actually goes like with the theme, but I think the heart would look cute with it. And as I said, the more I go on, the more you'll see I actually really, really like the hearts with this. So I don't know why. It's got nothing to do with hearts, but I just think it looks really cute and I like it. And I got to use a foil bundle, which I really wasn't sure about, which is always good in my book. So now I have 2 left, which is the Star and the Celestial, which I definitely will use the Celestial, like that's going to go with something. And then Star's my favourite, so I'll definitely be using that. And then I also ordered a Park Hopper bundle in the Scribble Prints Co, the sale that she did last week, so I'll have another one coming of that. So plenty of Lavender Hollow. I really like it. Probably I'm going to say more than regular Hollow. Regular Hollow is not my favourite foil. I don't know why. I'm just not super into it, but I love Sparkly Hollow and I love Lavender Hollow, so I think it's just the perfect combination. I'm going to stop talking about foil because you're probably sick of me talking about it, but I love foil. It's my favourite thing about planning at the moment is pairing kits with foil. And what I really, really love is that I have a lot of people who message me on Instagram now with a kit and they're like, hey, what foil do you think goes with this? That's honestly my favourite thing to do. So if you ever need an opinion, even if you don't listen to me, I don't really care. I just love looking at kits and deciding what foil I think goes with them. So always, my inbox is always open for that sort of thing. So moving on, because I've been talking about that for a while, you can see my full box placement is pretty stock standard. Whenever I have one double box and the rest like single boxes, this is where I do my, like how I spread my boxes out. I've been doing this for years. It works. What works for me and what I love. So I put the scene boxes up the top, I put the flat lays in the middle, and then I popped whatever was left down the bottom row. I knew I wanted to use the girl, she's stunning, beautiful, love up the top on my sidebar, like I knew that. And then I wasn't a huge fan of the flat lay clothes box, so I put that at the bottom. If you're not familiar with my spreads, that's generally where I put my least favourite box that I'm including in the spread. Like there's other boxes that I chose to leave out that I liked less, but this is my least favourite box in the spread. It goes down the bottom. And then my second least favourite box, or sometimes it's just the one that maybe looks similar to another box and it kind of clashes, that goes in the middle of the sidebar. And then the top of the sidebar is either, generally it's the fashion girl, like my favourite fashion girl, or it's my favourite box of the kit, of which both of those is true. She's the fashion girl and my favourite box. So then I popped in a half box and a fancy label from the matte sampler. So what I've been doing is if I buy a couple of foil bundles in the same foil, I'll buy one label sampler and I'll spread it out, because I definitely don't need to use all of those boxes in the one spread, like that's too many. But I do spread it over a couple of spreads, which is nice. So I pulled in 2 to this spread, and then I might pull in like another one into the actual spread itself. If not, I'm happy with 2 in the sidebar. Then I popped in the different headers, like the solid ones. They like solid hearts in the sidebar. So I think you get 10 of those in the wiggle. And then I used the confetti ones in the spread because I really, really liked those. I considered mixing in some of the heart, like the solid hearts, but I just thought that was going to get too busy, and I was really happy with the confetti ones. So that's kind of the base. I'm going to get into my actual full box overlays in a second, but I did want to mention this video is kind of a tester of my new filming setup. So I know I seem to change filming setups like every 5 minutes, like I fully know that, but I really think this is my best one yet. I think it's the best for the angle over the top of my head. I think it's the best lighting, all that sort of thing. So I'd really, really like some feedback if you guys have one, noticed a difference, two, if not, that's fine. But if it is a good angle, I'm going to try and film more plan with me's. So the reason that I haven't filmed a whole lot in the past is because I just wasn't comfortable or confident in my production value. I just didn't like the angle of my camera was causing like the planner to not be, like the perspective was all wrong essentially. So I feel like now I've really got it like a lot better, almost to the point where I'm like 100% happy. So hopefully you guys can notice a difference, and hopefully, you know, it looks good. I'm happy with the colors as well. They're not too washed out, but they are like bright enough where you can see everything. So I don't know, I'd really like some feedback on that, because as I said, if it's good, I'll feel more confident to upload some more plan with me's, which I hope you guys want to see. If you don't want to see them, that's fine. And when I say more plan with me's, I mean more plan with me's in this planner. I tend to film my pre-planner because it's a smaller planner, it's easier to get in the frame, and I'm not as worried about the perspective because of those reasons. But it's also nowhere near as exciting or fun as this planner. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm hoping it's better. Like, I'm watching it back as I'm doing this voiceover, and I'm so much happier with it than I have been in the past. So yeah, that's all for that for now. Going on to my full box overlays, which I'm now almost finished, but anyway, I really like that delicate frame on top of the Fashion Girl, so I put that on the top left box. And then the other frame, the one that's got like the border of confetti around it, the one that's on the Thursday box, I like that one for the second Fashion Girl, or like something that is like a full, you know, just like one element on the page. There might be like an animal, a Fashion Girl, something like that. And then I only like to do one of each of those in the spread. So you get two of each in the wiggle, but I think too many frames is too overwhelming. So I only use two, and then I keep the other two for like future use. And then normally if it was like a different foil bundle, like a star or a twinkle or something like that, I would do the one that makes, you get one of each on each page, like the half side, does that make sense? And it makes a double box. But you have to flip it upside down, and with hearts that kind of looks stupid because you can see the hearts have been flipped upside down. So I didn't do that in this double box. I just cut like one of the single ones and just did it that way. So, and then the other ones I just put on, you know, kind of gung-ho, just threw them all on there, no real rhyme or reason, but those three are my main ones that I like have a reason: the delicate border, the border, and then the double box one. So now I'm just doing my deco. So I found some of the deco to be quite massive, so I had to stick it down and then like cut off the top, which you'll see in a second. And then I also popped in the hearts, like the little deco hearts, which just add a little bit of extra, you know, pizzazz to the top, the what do you call it? Deco, like, section, I guess, because the more sparkle, the better, honestly. Like, the more foil, the more sparkle, the better. So I'm just cutting off the extra bits of washi, as you can see. That is the finished spread. I think so I wiggle it a little bit. I'm absolutely obsessed with the base. I'm just about to go and flip through what I have left. So I have two piles, which is, one will be to make, a second spread, which is the one on the left, and then the one up the top is what I'm going to use for the rest of the spread. So I've got a little bit left to make a B6 spread. I think I'm short one full box, so I'll have to dig through my other full boxes and find some that match, which I'm sure I'll be able to do. Then I'm just going in and popping it in my planner, and I think I flipped the week before just to show you like the contrast. I love the contrast between the 2 weeks. One's really deep and dark, and the other is really bright and colourful. So that is it for the base. I'm going to commit to filming the rest of it day by day, so I'll be back shortly. And I am back for the day by day. As I promised, I filmed the whole thing, and I am now doing the voiceover, so yay me. First things first, I have no nails in the first clip that you saw, the first few clips that you saw. I now have nails on in this clip, and then I don't have nails on in the end of the video. So I tried some press-on nails, and I just could not get them to stick. So I pretty much put them on right before I filmed this video, filmed it, and then the next day they were off. So apologies that it's a little all over the shop, but I don't know, you've just got to try sometimes. So that's why it doesn't make any sense. So moving on, now that you know. Okay, so for the week, I use the plain coloured half boxes to mark my shifts at my main job, and I used the Coffee Monsters Co. little laptop character with the coffee, because the coffee is like pastel pink and it worked perfectly. And then I used the work script from the Wiggle. So I originally pulled out some work from home scripts from Caress Press that I've been really enjoying, but then I remembered there is now 5 work scripts in the foil bundle as opposed to 1, which is obviously so much better, so I used those. Sort of going on to the day by day, so on Monday, the first thing I marked was that I was bored out of my mind on Monday, and so I used the Foxing Cactus Girl putting her finger up because that's how I felt. The purple of her shirt is like a little bit brighter than the purple in the kit, but I thought it was close enough to match because I just don't really get to use those stickers because the purple doesn't match anything. So I thought, you know what, may as well pull them in. They're a little bit brighter, but I still think it's okay. And the board script is from Kinsey's Creations, as is the memory spread script, which is down a little bit lower. And I used a Watch YouTube script in Holo from Monique Plans. I did use Holo scripts in the first half of the spread, and they look fine, like I'm happy with it. But then I decided towards the end that I just didn't want to pull Holo in, and I just wrote. If I didn't have a black script, I just wrote instead. So yeah, there's scripts in Holo at the start of the week and not at the end, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but anyway. And then my little YouTube character is from Paper and Milk. The little character from the memory spread is like a stack of washi. It's from Papershire. I then marked Hell's Kitchen using a little TV from the kit and a like a little Nintendo Switch from Papershire to mark playing like a new game came out and I was playing that, so I marked that in. On Tuesday was my scheduled day off because I'm working 4 days a week at the moment while there's not like enough business to go around, so I marked Sleeping In with a script from Monique and the character is from Papershire. And then, even though it was my day off, I still ended up doing a bit of work in the morning, which is fine, like I don't mind. It was the first time I did a Europe quote in like 18 months, so it was actually really exciting. Obviously, in Australia, we are locked in to the country and have been since March 2020, and the light at the end of the tunnel is finally starting to be there, so people are talking about booking for next year, which is exciting. Then I finally got to put on some makeup and wear real clothes because I went to get my vaccine this day, so I actually left the house, which was really exciting and really sad because it was exciting, but that's the times that we live in. Beforehand, I ended up getting lunch with my friend who I was getting the vaccine with. We went and got fish and chips and sat on the beach and ate it because that's all we're allowed to do at the moment, which was really nice. It says time with friends, but it was only one friend. But anyway, that's from Kinsey's Creations. Then I used a Starbucks script because I finally got to have Starbucks because there is no Starbucks within like a long, like 40 minutes from me. But there was a Starbucks right next to the vaccination centre, so I finally got to have that. So I got my pumpkin spice latte for this season, which was really exciting. We then went to, there's a USA grocery store right next to that vaccination centre as well. So we went and got some, which probably sounds weird to my US followers, but it's essentially like a supermarket. It's small, but it's a supermarket with all the US foods that we can't get over here, like all the cereal and all the, you know, like mac and cheese and all the toppings and candy and Mexican Coke, which was my favorite thing ever. So that was good. We got to get some stuff just to kind of mix it up a little bit because life's been pretty monotonous for the last few months. So that was fun. Under the little extender, which you're seeing me struggle with for a long time, and I did struggle. It probably took me 5 minutes to actually get it together. So I'm sorry. I was gonna cut it out, and I'm like, no, you know what? You can see how much I struggled to get this right, and you can watch it. So, underneath I put the first vaccine with a really old scribbler from SPC, and I used the matte, like the one that comes with the foil bundle, like the premium matte sampler, to mark that because it was obviously exciting. Our vaccine rollout in Australia has been quite slow, so my age group has only been eligible since the start of September, and this was the first day that I could get an appointment, so it was really good to finally get in and get my first vaccine. And then on the other side of it, I was so sick of dealing with this little extender box that I ended up just putting a YouTube icon from the kit, and then I just put haul. What I meant to write was like watch hauls or haul time or something like that, because I was watching a few different hauls. I was watching like Shan Plans, who is my fave. I'm so happy she's back. I think I was watching Plan with Alyssa, like a few different hauls, and I meant to write that, but I was so fed up with this stupid box that I ended up just writing, like just sticking the whole script, and then just calling it a day because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. It looks cute and it was functional, I couldn't deal with it anymore. And I have been doing my extenders the way that Andrea from SPC showed in her video a couple of weeks ago, where you don't actually use the whole, I don't know how to explain it. Like you don't need an actual full box size sticker to do it. You just need like a little piece to make them stick. And I've been doing them that way and really enjoying it. So I've actually got one in this spread and then one in my next week as well. It's just easier as well. So anyway, moving on from that, onto Wednesday, which you'll see in a second as I catch up. So as I had my vaccine on Tuesday afternoon, I woke up with a very sore arm on Wednesday. I ended up having to cancel my normal, I normally do a morning shift on Wednesday from like 5 till 8 a.m. And so my alarm went off at 4 a.m. I woke up and I'm like, I cannot even move my arm. I'm not going to be able to do that job. Is like more of a physical job, so I would not have been able to do the physical bit with my arm. So if you've had your vaccine, I don't know if it's different for different vaccines, but I'm sure it's kind of a pretty similar thing, so you'll probably know. Then I just decided to reward myself, as I have been doing a little bit too much lately, and getting McDonald's breakfast. I think, which is like really terrible, but I think because I have this Papershire sheet which is called fast food breakfast, and it's essentially like McDonald's breakfast to me, because we don't really have, like, I know I watch a lot of obviously US kind of girls, and obviously I've been to the States a lot of times, and a lot of fast food places do breakfast over there, whereas here they don't. It's pretty much just McDonald's that does. I think Hungry Jack's does it, but in my opinion it's rubbish. But most of ours don't do it, so it's pretty much McDonald's or nothing. And so, to me, the Papershire sticker is McDonald's, and then I have the McDonald's script from Planet Choco, so I've been really enjoying that combination, and it makes me more likely to go, which is terrible, but just being honest. Then, I marked work again the same way that I have been. I had a call for a quote for another, like an international business class flight, which again, hasn't happened in so long, and it just really just felt good to, as I said, just feel like I'm back. Obviously we've still got a very long way to go, but it just felt nice to, you know, just be doing something that I used to do again and feel a little bit more normal. Then I used this, what is it, a sticker from One Ton in a Million. She's like got a face cam, like she's doing a selfie stick is what it is. And I thought it was perfect, one, because it's purple she got a purple bow in her hair and it matched, but also because I was filming a live reaction video, so it kind of made sense. And I used a film script from Kinsey's Creations. I used another TV icon from the kit and marked Hell's Kitchen, and then I just did a little, I didn't really know what else to put in. I had a little bit of space, so I just marked Relax, which I pretty much do every night at that time, but I didn't know what else to write, as I said. So while I wait for it to catch up, I'll just quickly go over this half of the week. So I filmed this in 2 halves. I did the first half of the week, and then I came back and did the second half, so you'll see me kind of wiggle the first half in a second. It really is not my favourite, and I was quite sad about it. I really loved the way I put down the base, and then I would kind of stress myself out that I had ruined it by my first half. Like, I thought the scripts were way too bold. I don't know why I chose such bold scripts. And also, I've been using a new pen, so I don't think my handwriting is great as I get used to that. So I was really upset with the first half of the week and just thought that I'd, ruined it. But I think the second half is much better, which you're about to see. So let's go into that. So again, Thursday, same thing. I marked work. Then I did a Disney quote for myself. So my family is looking at going to Disney, of course, pending like things opening, but in May next year. So I was really excited to mark that. Then I think I filmed my B6, no, I filmed actually the first half of this video where I did the day by day. Then I put paint nails because there was a paint nail script in the wiggle, and I couldn't be bothered writing in like press on nails, but that's what I did. I stuck the press on nails on, and I used a nail polish bottle from Paper and Milk. Then I had a Plan With Me binge. I was watching quite a few of them, so I used a script from Kinsey again and a what's this called? Sticker from Papershire, and then again Hell's Kitchen. That's pretty much what we've been watching the last, honestly, probably like 6 months. We're going through like every season ever and watching that, so I mark that pretty much every night, and that's what we've been watching. So Friday, work again, and then I marked, it's funny, marked work and then I wrote no work, but the no work means like I literally had nothing to do on Friday and I was going insane. Like, I was so bored, nothing going on. So I used a Paper and Milk like sigh little character. I thought that was perfect. Then I played again more of the game that I was playing at the start of the week, so I used a switch from Papershire. Then we did some gardening. We're redoing our front garden. The previous owner just had all these like rocks out the front, like really low maintenance, just nothing, and we don't like it. So we took all the rocks out on Friday and Saturday. It was a huge job, but I thought it was a perfect opportunity to use this gardening girl from Papershire, and she is massive, so she has to go in a half box, and because it took us like all day, I thought that was perfect to go in there. And then because that was such like a physical, thing, I was tired AF, and I just used a Papershire girl taking a nap on the couch, because that's pretty much what I did. And then because we were so tired, we actually didn't end up even really having dinner. We ended up having packet soup and bread, which it sounds bad, but I actually don't mind packet soup. And then I've been watching, I don't know if you guys are on TikTok or if you get like the Good Soup like TikTok that's like the Adam Driver in the movie. I don't know what movie it is, or the TV. And I just cannot stop saying Good Soup. So anyway, I marked Good Soup because I had soup for dinner and I couldn't stop saying it. So I thought that was pretty funny. I'll probably look back in like a couple of years when I flip through this planner and I'll be like, what the hell is Good Soup? But at the time, I know, like, it's all I say, honestly. And then on Saturday, I marked Sleep In with a script from Monique Plans and a Papershire little pillow. I marked Glam Plan and Mystery Reveal, which I marked when I watched the SPC video, and Glam Plan doesn't do a video, but I normally get it sent to me on Instagram, so I still mark it the same way. But whew, it is a beauty. It's exactly what I wanted out of September, and it's beautiful, so I can't wait to get it in the mail. Then I had another naughty McDonald's run. I got McDonald's for Troy and I for breakfast. We then went and got groceries for the week because we were both working on Sunday, which is our normal day. So I used the Fox and Cactus, like purple girl, to mark that. Then I used the gardening sticker from Paper and Milk to mark like more rocks, because that's what we were doing, getting rid of more rocks. Then we had my brother for dinner. We're trying to meet up with family as much as possible because that's, what we're allowed to within 10Ks at the moment. And then we watched Jurassic Park, which I have been wanting to watch for a while. But I don't know, I just never have. And Troy asked if I wanted to watch a movie, and I was flicking through Netflix and it came up, and I'm like, yes, perfect time. Let's watch Jurassic Park. So we watched the first one, like the original, that night, and then I'm filming this on the Tuesday of the next week. So last night we watched the second one. I really, really, really loved the first one. The second one I liked, just not quite as much as the first one, but we'll probably watch the third one soon, and then Jurassic World, obviously, so I'm really happy that we watched that. Then my friend asked me to go to the local farmers market that was on for the first time since it got shut down for COVID, so we went there, and that was just nice to just get outside. It was so cold, but it was nice to get outside and, support local business. Then I went to work, so I used the purple grocery cart pushing girl because I do work at a grocery store for that job. I had a sneaky Nando's for lunch because there is a Nando's in the the Woolies complex that I work in, but I don't have one that's like the closest one to me, and I can't go there because it's out of my kilometre radius in lockdown. So I had that while I was working, like on my break. Love doing that when I can. You've got to take advantage of it. And then again, because where I work is where I used to live, but is now too far from my radius, I've been trying to make the most of it and kind of catch up with people nearby when I could. So I caught up with my friend who I used to work with. I actually only meant to go around and just grab something from her really quickly, but we ended up catching up for hours, so it was really nice just to, reconnect and see people again. So that was nice. Then I can't even speak. I bought some groceries on the way home because I had to make dinner on my own, so I went and picked some stuff up. Even though I work at the grocery store, I then went and picked up groceries on the way home. Dumb, I know. Then watched the Brownlow, which is like for our football, it's like the MVP awards night, I guess. And then I was in my feelings about my YouTube channel, which you probably saw on my Instagram. If you follow me, I was having a bit of a whinge because I just felt like all of a sudden really self-conscious, and I didn't want people watching my videos. I don't know why. I'm kind of over it now. I'm trying to be anyway, so that's what I was, weird about. But anyway, that is everything for the week. I'm then just marking that I had my first vaccine on the sidebar, and it is 6 weeks to go, which is 6 weeks till Freedom Day, till we're allowed out of lockdown, which is so exciting. We finally got a date given to us this week, so that's why I am marking it. Can't wait. Good to go. Just flipping through my kit leftovers so you can see what I have. Obviously it's a mystery kit, so there's quite a bit and a bit of the foil bundle left, but that's it. That is my memory spread from the whole thing filmed. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!